How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another bike video. My name is John J. Thomas. I ride around and we talk about life, and that's kind of what we do. So without further ado, I got to talk about this. It's not an Apple Watch, it's a Fitbit. Let's talk about that right now. I swore my entire life that I would never be a Fitbit person, that I was never going to wear one, that was for losers. Not really. I just said I'm not going to do that. In my mind, I always saw Fitbits were for people who weren't serious about health, that they were just kind of interested in doing a couple little things. On one hand, I understand why I thought that, because a lot of times we see people who are like, oh, I got a Fitbit for Christmas, and they wear it for like 3 weeks and then they just stop wearing it. They're like, it's too hard to get 10,000 steps and I'm done. Like, it's just not for me, right? That's how I always saw it. However, I reluctantly bought one recently because Trevor, Implement Impact co-host, Brooke, my wife, and I are going to be doing a steps challenge, right? So you can get the most steps in over a certain period of time, et cetera, right? And I really kind of wanted one on top of that. I wanted a really small one, right? Just to track my heart rate during workouts while riding the bike, right? To kind of figure out my baseline and just kind of get some interesting metrics about myself. But I also swore that I'd never be the guy to own a smartwatch, that I was always going to have an analog watch. So now I have both of them, showing how much of a dork I actually am. Geek, whatever you want to say, whatever the word, nerd, loser, whatever word you want to supplement here, I 100% am, and I embrace it, and that's fine. I'm not like one of those like weirdo, like embracing nerddom culture kind of stuff. I mean, because okay, here's the thing. So I feel like that's just kind of like an identity group now, you know, like people who are like, I am super into all things nerdy, like I have to be kind of thing, right? That's just like a subculture now, right? Like the greasers and rockabillys are, like the country kids are, like the metalheads are, you know, like I feel like that's now just like its own group, which is fine. I'm just saying that that's not the group that I'm part of. But yes, I've always been a bit of a fitness junkie and health nut. But don't get me wrong, I had a cinnamon roll this morning, right? Like, I'm still going to indulge in life's pleasures from time to time, 100%. But I always try to pay attention to a lot of the health things in my life. That way I can indulge in the things that I do enjoy. I try to take my health very seriously for a range of reasons. And one of the benefits of doing that is that you can have those things every once in a while and they aren't detrimental to you. Over time, my opinion on this thing has changed, right? It is very interesting. And at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I used to see it as for like this certain group of people, and like, these are the Fitbit crowd wearing folks. And that's not true, and I shouldn't bash on those folks. What I need to do is I need to be better of like, hey, you got a Fitbit? That's awesome. Let's connect on the Fitbit app and like, let's hold each other accountable. So that it's like encouraging folks to, hey, you know what, don't be part of that 3-week crowd. You know, be part of the lifetime commitment crowd. Hey, don't worry about jumping 10,000 steps in right away. Start off with 5. Start off with 2. You know, like what is your like good day number right now? Start with that. Do that for a few weeks. Increase it by 500 the next week. Increase it by 500 again. Build up to that 10,000. Make it part of your life. Steve Cotter, the incredible fitness coach, he kind of coined the term of being a physical culturalist. As in, you know, you promote fitness, but it's just part of your life, right? That's just what you do. It's not, oh, I have to go for a walk. It's just, you build it into your life of like, yeah, I walk. Like, yeah, I move. Like, yeah, I exercise. Yeah, I stretch. Yeah, I do yoga. Yeah, I meditate. I do whatever it is. Build it into your life so it's just part of what you do. I really botched that explanation, but that's what he talks about, being a physical culturalist. Go listen to him. He could explain that much better than I could. That's what I'm aspiring and working on, actively working on being, so that hopefully I can inspire other people and actually make a positive impact on this world. I say this because the older I get, and you know, I'm only 28 right now, but the older I get, the more I start thinking of what do I want to leave on the world? What's my impact that I want? Obviously, everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to have a cool job or have a cool story to tell. And yeah, I mean, I do too, but what ultimately matters, right? Like, what is the legacy you want to leave? Funny thing is I've been thinking about that, and I feel like this little Fitbit actually, oddly enough, really represents it. So I'm kind of embracing the 2-watch phenomenon and having a Fitbit app and being a Fitbit guy, I guess. So anyways, that's all that I got. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. I am actually curious. And until next time, have a great day.